Hello and welcome to another episode of Anime Splash. In Anime Splash, what we do is we watch the first 3 episodes of an anime, and then based off those first 3 episodes, we decide whether or not we want to continue watching the rest of the anime. So in this episode, we checked out this anime. It's called Shin Sekai Yori, or in the English translation, From the New World. And we're going to start off, as always, with a plot breakdown by Ricky.
Alright, so this anime is based off, it's an adaptation of a Japanese novel. And in it, the story takes place 1,000 years in the future, where humanity has regressed back into the feudal era of Japan. And, except everyone has, psychic powers of telekinesis. And all the animals have trees and everything. And the story centers around this group of kids, and they go to school for their powers and everything. And the anime just sort of pretty much like a slice of life type of anime about them and what they do and stuff. But later on, they encounter this creature that actually turns out to be a robot. But that was like at the end of the 3rd episode, so.
And there you have it. That's a really very simple explanation of this show. And I'll just be upfront. I didn't like it. It's okay. It's alright. I'll just tell you upfront. I would not continue watching this. Mostly I just thought it was kind of boring and slow. Ricky's kind of on the same page.
Yeah, it takes a while to get to the main plot. There's the main plot's supposedly about them learning about the true nature of the world and fighting to save the world and stuff. But that's not really none of that's happening.
Yeah, it takes a while for that to happen. But there are some really good things about this anime, and really what it is the very high production value, which I definitely noticed right off the bat. The animation I thought was really good, especially the lighting effects that it has, the way it uses lighting, whether it's they find these creatures and they glow in certain ways or they luminesce in very pretty ways, even like the stars in the sky reflect off the water or the sunset. It looks really pretty. Shadow effects, they also use blur effects to emphasize scenes, which are kind of cool, I thought. And they do a lot of things for perspective. Overall, it's pretty good. And just also just the style of the animation, the way the characters are drawn, I thought was really pretty. So that's really up there, I thought. I would give that 9+ out of 10. And the other good thing is the audio was really good, I thought. The music was kind of cool. It's kind of like electronica mixed in with traditional Japanese sound, which is that's always cool. There's a lot of shows that have that, but this one did it really good. I did like the music, but what I liked even more was that sound effects were really cool. And a lot of times they'll not even use music; they'll just use sound effects to set the mood and the tone. And that's really cool. It's a lot of industrial type of sounds, which I like that a lot. Pretty much those are the only 2 things I like. So this is a perfect example of an anime that has the high production value does not equal excellent anime sometimes.
Style with no substance.
There you go, style no substance. Now I'm sure a lot of people already are not on the same page as us, especially me. But I'm gonna tell you what my biggest problem with this anime is that it uses a lot of cool concepts, but it does so, I feel, in a very superficial way. The anime is actually very abstract. They do a lot of flashbacks with large time gaps, and then there's flashbacks that characters do with a little bit before within their own time frame, where maybe the character is remembering something that was said with the other character, and there's a lot of that going on. And then there's a lot of feudal Japanese or just Japanese poetry built into it, and they kind of try to use that as some sort of metaphor. And you're thinking like, and then also, I mean, I'll just list them. You know, there's also a lot of conspiracy theory stuff going on in here. Just all types of, and then also they got the huge thing about this is the psychic powers. You know, it's just a lot of like really concepts that should be cool, but it just does. It seems to me, it feels to me like they just threw it in there, and I hate to say it like that because they didn't just throw it in there to be cool. They probably tried to make it look cool, but it just didn't happen. It didn't work. You know, because it's just so boring. You know, it's just so slow. Yeah. I mean, episode 2 had this, like, they were using psychic powers and extremely boring. They played this game where they had to move stones and play figures around, and they tried to really make it hype. Like, they were all sweaty.
Like the music was like...
Yeah, the music was really cool. The art was like crazy. They had all these effects. People were shouting at each other, and it was like real serious. But it was like over nothing, really. It's just this little innocent game, and yeah, I don't want to tell you how it ended, but it was a weak ending to it too. It was like, but they really built it up like it was some sort of epic battle. It reminded me a lot of. You know, that this little sports event reminded me a lot of like Harry Potter, and they're on the broomstick and they're chasing after that little thing, which I actually didn't like. So, but I thought even that's better than this. Yeah, this was just really just boring. But yeah, I mean that's really what my main problem is. They try and then it's funny because it's funny. It's really funny. They'll start the episode with this really serious, like 1-2 minute scene. But sometimes it's feudal Japan, sometimes it's just present day, or I don't know where it is, and maybe like some really violent things are happening. And you know, and then they'll go to like the innocent slice of life stuff afterwards. And the problem, you would think like, oh, the problem is that it doesn't match up, like you know, it doesn't fit with what's going on really, but that's not it. It's just that it's like, wow, you really tried to make me feel like I was watching something that was really cool, like you really amped it up. But
like one of them was like this swordsman's going through killing all these guys so he can kill the emperor, like something really straight out of a samurai movie.
Yeah, out of a samurai movie, and they cut to like slice of life there on a lake canoeing. It's like. And that's not the problem. The problem is that how does that really relate? And it probably does relate to it.
It'll probably tie in together like later down in the series.
Eventually, but it's like you just threw that in there to just make me feel like I was watching something cool, didn't you? And I'm not falling for it. I'm really not. This is what the first episode is really crazy. It's like some guy and he's like blowing people up with his mind or something. It's just. And it's like, what, you think I was supposed to be impressed by that? I don't understand. I mean, it was so random and just, and it's not random, but it's just, you tried really hard to be cool and it's not working. So that's really what my main thing is. So like Ricky said, it's a slice of life anime, but it's really trying very hard to be something else. But really, what it is a slice of life anime. That's why I don't really like this show. But this is actually a very popular show, apparently, because it's based off of a very popular novel, was it?
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's popular, but I know it's like based off a novel. So, I mean, you know, popular stuff doesn't get turned, like things that aren't popular don't get turned into anime. So, hey.
So it might not be popular. I don't know. You might totally agree with me, but I think more people would disagree. Then I don't know, but we would like to hear your opinion. So if you would like to comment on the YouTube, go ahead. Say how stupid my opinion is or how cool it is, whatever. Or maybe you have a whole different approach to what you took about what the anime is about. Go ahead, feel free to comment. But yeah, I wouldn't watch this. I really wouldn't. So yeah, you can always subscribe to our YouTube channel and check us out, and you know, like us and all that. We've got a Facebook page. Check us out there. Any last minute Anything you want to throw in?
I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe giving it 1 or 2 more episodes, but it's really tentative. So.
It's really sensitive.
But I don't know. It's like.
See, he likes giving things a chance.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I don't. If you don't do it, if you're not capturing me by the 3rd episode, you don't deserve to get a chance. You really don't. So.
But my backlog is so like if people have been watching this, you should know that my backlog is so full right now. So I'm trying to catch up on everything I said yes to.
Oh, so this is at the bottom of the list. But until then, also if you want us to watch and check out an anime that you would like us to see, just comment and we'll check it out and see if we like it. But until next time, thanks for watching. This is Anime Splash.